You're over 60, and every night you have to wake up 2, 3, even 4 times to urinate? People say it's normal, just a part of aging. But the truth is, that's a dangerous lie. Because every time you wake up at night, every time your urine stream gets weaker, it's a warning sign. It's not just about disturbing your sleep. It could be a sign that your prostate is enlarging day by day, pressing against your bladder, destroying your sleep, and silently stealing your health, confidence, and even your manhood. What's worse, a tiny habit you repeat every day without even noticing may actually be the reason your prostate swells faster, becomes more inflamed, and traps you in a vicious cycle. Waking up, fatigue, insomnia, exhaustion. If you leave this video now, you might miss the only chance to find out what that habit is and how to stop it before it destroys your health. Stay until the end of this video, because in just a few minutes, I'll show you what that harmful habit is and the simplest way to eliminate it. Trust me, you'll want to hear this. Before I reveal this dangerous habit, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on the secrets of men's health after 60. If you feel this message is important, click like so YouTube knows and can share it with many other men who are silently struggling just like you. And I want to hear from you. If you've ever had to wake up multiple times at night to urinate, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. This helps me understand better and bring the most accurate solutions for you and other men. I'm Dr. Victor Lowe from the channel Senior Vitality Now, with over 20 years of experience helping thousands of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. And I can confidently tell you this. Age is not the main reason your prostate enlarges. Yes, aging plays a role, but it's not the deciding factor. The real culprit is a daily habit that nearly 9 out of 10 men have. A habit that silently triggers inflammation, causes the prostate to grow larger, leads to nighttime urination, insomnia, fatigue, and gradually robs you of your confidence. Even worse, most men are never warned about this. Friends don't know, families don't know, and even many doctors don't emphasize it. That's why so many only discover the problem when it's too late, when medication or even surgery becomes the last option. But you are different, because right now, you're listening to what I'm sharing. And in just a few minutes, I'll reveal what that dangerous habit is, why it causes your prostate to enlarge, and how to stop it immediately, naturally, safely, and effectively. Revealing the worst habit: sitting too much, moving too little. My dear friends, the worst habit, the number one culprit behind prostate enlargement in men over 60, is none other than sitting too much and living a sedentary lifestyle. I know this may sound overly simple. You might think, I'm just sitting and relaxing, what's the harm? But trust me, it's this very simplicity that makes it dangerous. It's like a slow-burning fire. It doesn't explode immediately, but over the years, it can destroy your health. I clearly remember one of my patients, Frank, 68, a retired principal. He had spent his whole life busy with work, rarely resting. So when he retired, he rewarded himself with a life of leisure. Morning coffee with the newspaper, TV at noon, crossword puzzles in the afternoon, and evenings in his armchair reading books. It sounded ideal. But within just 2 years, Frank began suffering. Weak urine flow, frequent urination, waking up 3 to 4 times each night, and constant pressure in his lower abdomen. When he came to me, he simply smiled and said, "Doc, I was just resting. How did it get this bad?" After examination, I explained to him. Sitting too long was the culprit. Every time he sat for hours without moving, his pelvic area was compressed, blood circulation was restricted, and his prostate was under constant pressure, leading to inflammation and enlargement. Frank was shocked. He never imagined that his rest was actually destroying his sleep and health. Why is sitting so dangerous for the prostate? Poor blood circulation. When you sit for long periods, your body's weight presses down on your hips and pelvis. The blood vessels feeding the prostate become compressed, reducing blood flow. The result: cells don't get enough oxygen and nutrients, while waste and toxins build up the perfect environment for chronic inflammation. Silent chronic inflammation. The prostate is highly sensitive. When inflammation occurs, it doesn't scream right away. Instead, it quietly swells over time. You may not feel pain, but your body begins to warn you with symptoms: weak urine stream, difficulty urinating, frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night, impact on nerves and hormones. Sitting too much not only restricts blood flow, but also disrupts hormone balance. A major study found that sedentary men often have lower testosterone and higher estrogen, the perfect formula for prostate enlargement. Pelvic pressure buildup. When you sit for too long, your pelvic floor muscles stay tense. This pressure is like placing a heavy object on a balloon for hours. It doesn't burst immediately, but it gradually weakens and deforms. Classic signs of prostate sitting syndrome. Waking up 2 to 4 times each night to urinate. Weak urine flow, feeling like the bladder isn't empty. Pressure in the lower abdomen or groin after sitting too long. Symptoms worsen the longer you sit, but improve when you stand and walk. If you recognize these signs, chances are your sitting habit is already damaging your prostate. Another patient, Gary, 72, a retired factory worker, admitted to me, "Doc, I don't have the strength to walk anymore. Sitting in front of the TV is the only comfort I have. But now it's terrible. I wake up constantly, and sometimes I don't even make it to the bathroom in time." I suggested a small change. Every 30 minutes, stand up, walk a few steps, stretch, and take deep breaths. At first, he hesitated, but his discomfort pushed him to try. The result was remarkable. Within just 2 weeks, his nighttime bathroom trips were cut in half. After 1 month, he slept 5 to 6 hours straight without interruption. He told me, "Doc, I can't believe just standing up and moving a little could change my life this much." Science backs this up. A study by the American Urological Association, AUA, found that men over 60 who sit more than 6 hours a day have a 1.5 times higher risk of prostate enlargement compared to those who move regularly. Another study from Harvard University revealed that just 30 minutes of brisk walking daily can reduce nighttime urination by up to 34%. This proves that movement is the most powerful natural medicine for the prostate. A natural solution, no drugs, no surgery. You don't need heavy gym workouts or marathons. Just simple habits. 30-minute rule. Every 30 minutes of sitting, stand up. Even just to stretch, pour water, or walk a few steps. Daily walking, 20 to 30 minutes, split between morning and afternoon. Kegel exercises for men, strengthen pelvic floor muscles, reduce pressure on the prostate. Proper sitting posture, avoid crossing legs. Use a cushioned chair, keep your back straight. Deep breathing. While walking, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth to increase oxygen. I had another patient, Leonard, 65, a retired engineer who spent hours building architectural models. The result, prostate swelling, constant nighttime urination, and years of poor sleep. He told me he no longer felt like a man. But after making small changes, standing every 30 minutes and walking outdoors daily, within a month he returned smiling. "Doc, I sleep better, I urinate less, and most importantly, I feel confident again in my marriage." That is the power of standing, moving, and breaking the cycle of sitting too much. The takeaway I want you to remember: sitting too much is not rest. It's a silent poison for your prostate. Movement is not hard exercise. It's natural medicine that restores blood flow, reduces inflammation, and preserves your vitality. If you want a healthy prostate, deep sleep, and a confident life, start with the simplest step. Stand up and move more each day. Brothers, you see, the number one culprit behind prostate enlargement isn't always age or hormones. Sometimes, it comes from a habit so simple that we underestimate it: sitting too much and not moving enough. Think about it. How many hours do you sit each day? 4 hours? 6 hours? Or more than 8? Every silent hour you spend sitting is another hour you're feeding the disease, another hour of lost sleep, another step into constant fatigue. Trust me, I've met hundreds of patients like Frank, Gary, and Leonard. They all had one thing in common. They never thought that resting in a chair could slowly destroy their health. And when they finally realized it, they had already wasted years of exhaustion, sleepless nights, and living like a shadow of their former selves. But the good news is, you don't have to follow that same path. Because simply by standing up more often, moving your body gently, and breaking the habit of sitting for hours, you're already halfway to protecting your prostate. If what I've shared today gave you an important insight for your health, please hit like so this video can reach more men who are silently suffering just like you. Subscribe to Senior Vitality now and turn on the notification bell. Every week, I, Dr. Victor Liu, We'll bring you practical, easy-to-apply, science-backed tips to help you stay healthy, confident, and strong after 60. And I want to hear from you. If you usually sit more than 4 hours a day, type 1 in the comments. If you've already started making changes, type 2. Don't hesitate to share, because your story might inspire many other men. And don't go away just yet, because in the next video, I'll reveal a 15-second bedtime ritual that has helped hundreds of my patients sleep through the night without waking up 3 to 4 times to urinate. It's so simple you can do it tonight, but so effective you'll be amazed. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel, so when that video goes live, you'll be the first to see it. My dear brothers, we've come a long way together. Exposing the worst habit that causes prostate enlargement, sitting too much, and living a sedentary lifestyle. I want you to remember this clearly. Sitting too much is not rest. It is a silent poison. Movement is not just for looking fit. It is the most powerful natural medicine for your prostate, your sleep, and your manhood. Even the smallest change, standing up, taking a few steps, breathing deeply, can create a huge difference in your health and your life. Don't wait until you're waking up 5 times a night before you make a change. Don't wait until fatigue steals your joy of living before you take action. You can start today. You can start right now. If this video gave you something valuable, please hit like, subscribe to Senior Vitality now, and share it with a friend, a brother, or a loved one who may be silently suffering. And don't forget, in the next video, I, Dr. Victor Lowe, will share with you a simple 15-second bedtime ritual that could help you sleep through the night without waking up 3 to 4 times to urinate. Make sure you've subscribed, because that video could be a turning point for your health and your life. You are not alone on this journey. Together, we will prove that after 60, life is not just about surviving. It's about living healthy, living strong, and living free. See you in the next video.